Hello, I'm Nathaniel Arroyave, and I am so glad you are considering joining the new California 4-H project, the Discussion Meet. Just by joining me here, you are showing your interest in being on the cutting edge of the California 4-H program. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the most important parts of the Discussion Meet, the opening statement. The opening statement is a 30-second prepared statement that you, the competitor, get to research, put together, and practice, all before the discussion meet even starts. There are different ways to prepare opening statements, but every opening statement should have something called a hook. The hook is something that grabs your audience's attention right at the beginning. The hook can be different things, like a quote that pertains to the topic, or a personal story that helps the audience relate to you personally or to the topic, or even an attention-getting fact or statistic. But before you decide on your hook, you need to ask yourself something. What will best help my audience grab my ideas the best? In preparation for the discussion meet last year, I used different hooks for different topics. Let's see if this helps. One of my topic questions was about keeping senior 4-H members involved. The actual question was, how can 4-H members work to encourage membership growth and member engagement for the county, state, and national 4-H organization? For that topic, I chose the hook, 10 out of 10 people will age out of 4-H. Now, with one quick fact, which is obvious, everybody will age out of 4-H eventually, I let the audience know that we want to keep people involved until they have to age out of 4-H, not to let them leave before. At the Final Four round, our final competition topic was the California drought, and how we as 4-H members can help educate the people of California about the drought and conservation. For that topic, I chose the hook, 11,100,000 results. That's what I found when researching the California drought. I wanted my audience to understand up front the vast importance of the topic and how many people have been working on the issue. I didn't use a fact for every topic though. For the topic of how can 4-H members help promote healthy living in their community and engage in the nation's fight against obesity, I wanted to use a quote that most 4-H members know to make it personal. So here's what I said. Every 4-H member knows the 4-H pledge, which points out our emphasis on head, heart, hands, and health. Today in America, we're facing an epidemic of obesity in adults and youth. As you can see, there are several ways to hook your audience in. You be the judge on each of the topics this year. What do you think will engage your audience up front? After you prepare your hook, you'll want to prepare the rest of your statement, which will include the body of the statement and the conclusion. Before we go on, I want to refer you back to our discussion meet manual. It contains a lot of the information I've been telling you now, and a lot more information besides. So if you're interested in competing in the discussion meet this year, I would highly recommend printing out a copy. Like any good paper, make sure you research before preparing your opening statement. The body of your opening statement should clarify your view on the issue for the audience and the evaluators. Just remember, you aren't playing the role of a persuasive speaker right now. You can have your opinion, and you can own it. You can say, this is what I think. But make sure you leave room for the other competitors. But before you even start writing, you'll want to take a look at the discussion meet score sheet. This is what your evaluators will actually be using to score your performance in round. They'll be looking for things like your definition of the problem, you're stating the importance of the problem, causes and effects of the problem, and the relevancy of the problem. Here's why. Your opening statement actually affects every single area of your scoring in the discussion meet. It affects your delivery, your analysis of the problem, and your problem solving and implementation. The final one or two sentences of your opening statement should be your conclusion. In your conclusion, you want to wrap up your opening statement by restating your view on the issue and stating how you believe the issue can be solved. And by saying how much you're looking forward to your competitor, hearing what your competitors have to say on the issue. If you remember your competitors' first names, address them by their first names. The opening statement will set the stage for a great and productive discussion with other members, which is one of the most important reasons for the competition. Finally, practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more comfortable and natural you will be. In closing, I thought I would just perform for you my opening statement from the Final Four round in 2015. Just so you know, the Final Four question was, how can California 4-H aid in educating the citizens of California about the current statewide drought and about the importance of water efficiency and use in California? Again, this is just an example for how an opening statement could be put together. 11,100,000 results. That's what I found when researching the California drought. It's a very important topic and there are many resources available. Here at the California State Fair is the ideal time for us to consider our part in our state's conservation education, because we are in this together. I look forward to hearing what Amanda, Angela, and Andrew have to say here today. I'm confident our discussion will make a lasting impact on the education of our citizens on the issues of water efficiency and use in our great state.